Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to Outdoors with Geoff. Before we light the coals for today's cook, take a minute and hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you can be notified of any new content that comes to the channel. What's up barbecue crew? Welcome back to Outdoors with Geoff. Today we're going to be getting back to one of my favorites. I love cooking the spatchcocked chicken. Now, I'm going to be adding some great flavor to this today, and we're going to do that by getting a brine on the bird. And today we're going to be using Lane's Barbecue Sweet Tea Brine. Now, I've had my eye on this for some time when I was able to come across it at a local barbecue store. But what it is it's a brine that's got sweet tea and it's got garlic, onion, some other herbs and spices in there, and it's really got a great fragrance to it. And I can tell you, I've already brined this bird now, and yeah, you pick up all those flavors from the bird right here. I mean, that brine smelled wonderful. Now, this is a 5.5 pound chicken here, so I used about a cup of the mix, and then I mixed it with water and got it into the briner and let it sit for about 6 hours inside the refrigerator. Now, since we're getting some great flavor from this brine, I decided to go simple and go with my basic SPG, which is Fiesta brand's garlic pepper seasoning. And we're going to coat the back of this bird, and we're actually going to pop the thighs inside out so we season the meat, and we're going to season the breast meat as well. Today I'm going to be cooking on the Chargriller Gravity 980, and I'm going to be running at 350 degrees using B&B oak charcoal, and I'm going to be putting some cherry and apple wood chunks in there for flavor as well. For temperature regulation today, I'm going to be using the Meter Plus, and we're going to monitor that chicken until we hit 165 degrees internal in the breast. But enough talking, let's get to the cook. So I started by brining this chicken in the Lane's Barbecue Sweet Tea Brine, and we let that go for about 6 hours. After we brined it, we took it out and we rinsed it off, and now we're going ahead and getting the backbone out, and I'm just using a sharp knife on this. Now here, I'm doing what I talked about earlier and popping out the leg quarters so that we can season that meat. And here I'm using a bit of spray oil as a binder. And we're going to come back and get a good heavy dose of the Fiesta brand's garlic pepper seasoning on the back of the chicken. And you can see we flipped the bird over after popping the leg quarters back in. And now I'm going to use my fingers to get in between the chicken skin and the breast. And we're going to make a pocket to season down in there as well to actually get seasoning on the meat. And afterward, we're going to dry the skin off, and we're going to come back and use some spray oil as a binder. And we're going to finish the seasoning process by getting some more Fiesta brand's garlic pepper seasoning on this chicken. So the grill is up to temp at 350 degrees, and we have the apple and cherry wood in already. So it's time to go ahead and get this bird on. Now I'm going ahead and getting a little more spray oil on there just so we can accelerate that golden brown color. And we're using the meter app today, and we're going to be cooking to an internal of 165 degrees. And for the first portion of this cook, we're going to run for 45 minutes. Now our timer is letting us know that the 45 minutes are up. And you can see we're getting some really good golden brown color to start. And we're going to come back and add a little bit more oil just to get that skin to brown up some more. And you can see the meter app is showing we got about 20 minutes left. And we're also going to crank the grill up to 425 degrees for the remaining portion of this cook here. And the meter app is letting us know to remove the chicken. And this is what we ended up with. All right, barbecue crew, another cook in the books. Let's have a quick recap of what we did. We started by brining a 5.5 pound chicken in Lane's Barbecue Sweet Tea Brine for about 6 hours. And then we pulled the chicken out, and then we went ahead and spatchcocked it. And then we got a good amount of Fiesta brand's garlic pepper seasoning on it. We preheated the Chargriller Gravity 980 to 350 degrees with B&B oak charcoal and apple and cherry wood chunks. We sprayed the chicken with oil, and then we let it cook for 45 minutes. After the 45 minutes were up, we went ahead and sprayed it again and turned the temperature up to 425 degrees until the meter app alerted us that the chicken was done. And here we are. So at this point, there's nothing left to do but a taste test. And I can tell you, this smells great. I still actually smell the flavor of the brine. And when I cut this thing was just running with moisture. Skin is nice and tight, nice and crispy, especially here on the top. And like I said, you just got really good fragrance coming off of it. So let's go ahead and dig in. So you get a hint of sweetness from that brine. Really has a good flavor. And you pick up the other herbs and spices that were in that brine as well. In addition to that, you also get the base from the SPG, and overall this thing has a great taste. I'm definitely going to be using this again on some pork and probably a turkey as well. But that's all I got for today, guys. Thank you for watching, and be sure and leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of the cook. All right, guys, thanks for watching this episode of Outdoors with Geoff. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for notifications when more content comes out, and also check out these videos here on the channel as well.